going on YouTube? Los Canaleros, the 956, Mark Villarreal here once again. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day today. Today we're going to be doing a pretty cool video. So we're going to be doing a clean and cook video of Mangrove Snapper, also known as gray snapper. It's a very delicious fish that we catch out here in the Gulf of Mexico, in the Atlantic, and several parts of the world that they catch them. So today we did catch them in the Atlantic Ocean in Florida, and we're going to be able to cook them and eat them, right? We're gonna cook them and eat them. So before I continue, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell on the bottom, like, comment, share, let us know what you think. If there's any other videos that y'all would like to see, comment, let me know. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And do not forget to visit our website at www.lcd956baitandtackle.com. Again, lcd956baitandtackle.com. Don't forget to visit our website. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's get our video started. Today we're going to be cleaning and cooking Mangrove Snapper, also known as a gray snapper. So we caught these in Florida. They're species that are caught around the Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, all those areas right there. So we're going to go ahead and cook this delicious fish. They eat a lot of clean stuff, a lot of crab, a lot of barnacles, a lot of that good stuff, right? Live fish. So it's a very delicious fish. It tastes like almost a red snapper. And those of y'all that have tasted red snapper, it's one of the best fishes around the world. This is probably the same, I would say. It's very delicious. Let's go ahead and start cleaning. So we're gonna fillet this fish. We're gonna fillet it because we're gonna make nothing but fillets. We're gonna cut down right here on the side, all the way down. This is the throat of the fish. So then once we already make our cut there, we're gonna start up here. We're gonna start at the top, but you wanna go along the bone. Now, yes, I am cutting towards my hand, but I'm going slow because I'm just starting the process. And then once you get to the tail area, you stop, you finish there. So we are using Danko knives. We're using these Danko knives. This is a 3-knife set right here, and we're going to be going with the 5-inch blade because it is kind of a small fish. We're going to be going with a 5-inch blade. So once we start our cut right there, you're just going to slowly go along the bone. Go along the bone slowly so you can get as much meat as you can. All right. And once you get to this part, you can start here also. There's a little hard bone there. Just go ahead and put a little pressure here. Once you crack that little bone or you hear the crack, there you go. Just go along the edge. That's what your fillet look like, but we're not done with it yet. So let's go ahead and excuse the mess. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So I like going along the spine over here on the top because it gives me my start off on my fillet. And I run it all the way through, and there you go. So remember how we went through here. It's gonna be a little tough crack. Once you get past that crack, you're gonna go along the spine, just cut it off, and you're good to go. Throw away that stuff. So we're gonna be cooking fillets today. We're gonna be cooking fillets. Yeah, these knives are pretty sharp, so you gotta just take it easy because they are sharp. You want to show them right there. Now up here there's a rib cage. You want to go this way. You're gonna be able to take all the meat out with the skin. And there you go. So this piece has the rib meat, and this piece doesn't have the rib meat because we took it off right now. We left the rib meat right here. So that's another little way. Just try your best. Remember, practice makes perfect. Just try your best. Just try your best. Try your best. Try your best. Remember, you cut all the way down alongside the throat. This is a throat right here. And do the same thing to the other side. We're gonna take off the skin. We're gonna take off the skin and we're gonna finish the process, okay everybody? So let's go ahead and do it. So you're gonna start right here by the rib cage. You're gonna softly go down, because you go too hard, you're gonna go all the way through. And just softly fillet away. You see? You're left with your rib meat and your skin. So that's that. Let's do it again. Right here we have a little bit of rib meat, so it's not a lot, remember. And that's it. Let's do this one right here. That's it. This one right here. So there's several ways to do it. You can also do this. A lot of people like to pinch it right here and they go all the way through. When I got bigger fish, I do it because I like to keep the rib meat of the big fish. If not, I don't do it this way, but you can do that way too, and then you can cut off your rib meat. If it was a big healthy fat fish, this rib meat would be covered in meat, which it still is, but imagine if it was a bigger fish, it'd be covered in meat, so you can eat that, but we're not eating that. And let's finish our last fillet. Alright everybody, so that's it. Now we're left with this beautiful fillet. Let me rinse it out real quick so you can show them that we're gonna rinse it out. Clean this up a little bit. These flies are crazy over here. I didn't expect there to be so many flies. Alright. Alright, nice and clean. So now we're gonna cook. Now we're gonna cook the food. I did buy some frozen broccoli, so it's just gonna be grilled fish with some good spices, frozen broccoli. I might add a little onion, a little tomato to smother it over the fish, and then we'll go ahead and finish everything, and then we'll eat, and that'll be the end of the video. So let's do it. Alright everyone, so we already got our stuff prepared to cook. We have our butane burner, we have our pan, we have our broccoli, we have our fish right here, and we have a little bit of veggie. So what we're gonna do today is we're going to season our fish fillets. We're gonna season them, we're gonna grill them, and then we're going to put them to rest on our plates, and then we're gonna cook the broccoli. And after we're done cooking the broccoli, we're gonna put the broccoli with our fish on the plate, so it can go ahead and settle down for a little bit, right? So it can rest for a little bit. And while that's resting and that stuff is put aside, we're gonna make a little smother of a little bit of onion, tomato, a little bit of jalapeño, and of course you cannot make seafood without your garlic. So another thing, if you're wondering what kind of seasoning I'm using, it's a roasted garlic, rosemary, and sea salt. You probably see it in my past videos. Roasted garlic, rosemary, and sea salt. Special blend. I believe you can buy this at Ross. This is where we bought it. So we're gonna go ahead and get our fire started. Let me know, is it on? Alright, our fire is started. We're gonna start cooling our pan, or heating up our pan. So while that's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting up some of these veggies, because this is the stuff that we want prepped already. Now our tomato is a little juicy. It's pretty ripe. So we're gonna put our tomato aside. We're gonna get a little bit of onion. Right. A little bit too much, so we're just gonna use this. here. I think that's enough. We'll feed the rest for the wildlife. Alright. Our jalapeno is just going to be cut in half. We're not going to put a lot because we don't want it too spicy. This is just to give it a little bit of a kick. Our garlic, all you're going to do with your garlic is you're going to smush it. There we go. Cut it here, cut it here. Smush it. And peel it. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put our oil. You can use butter, you can use olive oil. At the moment, this is the only oil that we have. This is that very inexpensive oil you can buy at the store. While that is getting ready, we're going to season our fish. Now try not to put your fish together with your vegetables, just so you won't get any cross-contamination. You can put it in the same board, just try not to mix it too much together so you don't get any cross-contamination with your foods and you don't get sick and all that stuff, right? We're going to slightly season it. This already has salt, so there's no need to put salt. Season as you desire. Season as you desire. Don't follow what I did. You do what you do because only you know how much seasoning you can handle. Alright, so it is a little hot, so we're going to bring down the heat a little bit. Bring down the heat a little bit. There we go. Lay down our fillets. Let it cook for a little bit. Fish does not take too long to cook. Just go ahead and monitor it because you don't want it to overcook, because you still want that nice tenderness, flavor fish from the inside, right? You want to get that flavor, that tenderness. You want to make sure it's nice and tender, because we're not frying fish, we're grilling. We're not even blacking, we're just grilling. All right, remember your garlic. Your garlic is just gonna go in there because with the hot oil, it'll get that fragrance, that aroma, that flavor all over your fish. Make sure your fish don't stay stuck to the pan. You gotta be a little careful, a little delicate, because these are small fillets. These are not big, thick fillets. So you gotta kind of handle it carefully. Some of it might stick, but it's okay, because God didn't make us perfect. Alright, so we flipped one just to check it. Alright, so it's time for us to flip our fish. We're going to flip our fish, as you can see it. We had already flipped this one just to check it earlier, but we gave it an extra couple of minutes. So we're flipping the fish. Remember, we're not blackening. We are not frying. We're grilling. So this fish is not supposed to come out dark, crusty, because it's supposed to come out nice and tender and soft. A little layer, a little small coating layer of crunchiness, but that all depends on you. If you want it to have that nice shell, that nice crust, then leave it there, maybe higher it up a little bit and let it crust up a little bit from the outside, and that's good too. But we want it nice and soft with light crust on it, right? And that crust is all natural from the seasoning and the fish. That's all it is. So with the same oil, we're gonna put just a little more oil, then we're gonna add our broccoli, because that oil is gonna give the flavor to the broccoli. We're not gonna season our broccoli because all the seasoning is gonna be right there. And with the fish and all that stuff, it's gonna be one explosion of fish tasting seasoned madness, right? So that's what we're waiting to do with the broccoli. That's what we're gonna do with the broccoli. So we're gonna give it a couple of minutes and it's gonna be done. It's already almost done. Remember, we don't want it too overcooked. So we're gonna get our plate so we can rest this. All right. Now the garlic is going to stay in there because that garlic is going to finish flavoring our broccoli. So that that garlic is going to stay there. We are gonna rest our fish. We're gonna rest our fish, and then we're gonna make our smothered sauce. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of oil on here so it can loosen everything up, and it can cook our broccoli nice and good. So the broccoli, never overcook your broccoli, because overcooked broccoli is not good. Some people like that smushiness, we don't. So we're gonna cook it to where it's slightly cooked and still a little, I guess, hard, but not too hard, right? Because you want to have that nice texture to your broccoli. You want to make it perfect. So we're gonna add our broccoli. Alright. We're just gonna mix it around so the broccoli can be done, so it can get all the flavors and all the aromas of the seasoning, all that little stuff you see, all those little nice little kibbles and bits. It's all fish, seasoned fish with garlic. All that stuff is gonna be incorporated to our broccoli, and that's what's gonna give it the flavor. Now, if you want more flavor, go ahead and season it up, but that's your preference. Right now, we're just making it something simple but delicious, and we're trying to not add too much salt and stuff like that. So we're gonna hire our burner up, so we don't want to be waiting too long to finish our masterpiece. All right, so our broccoli has been cooking on a medium heat, not too much, because a burner can only handle so much. So I say be cooking at a medium heat, and we're just stirring it up maybe every minute. So far it's been about 2 to 3 minutes. You can see how the broccoli is collecting all those nice pieces of fish and seasoning and garlic madness liquid. We're gonna let it cook for a little bit, and then we'll be right back. All right, so we've been cooking the broccoli at a medium heat, stirring it every minute for about 10 minutes. Medium heat, it's not hot and it's not too cold, medium heat. So you want to make sure your broccoli is hot inside and out, and make sure it's not too smushy. If it's too smushy, you can't rewind, you can't do it all over again, you cannot make it better. But when you do it again, just leave it less. Don't leave it too long, because you don't want it smushy. You want it hot inside and out, and you want it a little crunchy. You can hear it sizzling. You want to show them the broccoli? And it's already good. It's good to go. So we're gonna put it with our fish. Show them the fish. All right. There goes the first one, and we're gonna do the second one. All right. Second one. Now the fun part begins. The fun part begins. So we're making our smothered madness sauce. This is just a little bit of fresh veggies. We're gonna go ahead and heat it up, let it cook up a little bit, fry up in the oil, and then we're gonna smother our fish with this smother sauce. I call it the smother sauce, right? Let me add a little bit of oil. That oil is just to make it saucy and nice and oily, give it that nice texture, you know, that oily texture. At the same time, it's gonna cook our veggies nice, and it's gonna fry them up perfect. We're gonna let it get not too hot, but we're gonna let it get hot enough. So since our tomatoes are super soft, let's start with our onions. And the jalapeños go in there. It's no problem. You can put your jalapeños in there. So we're going to saute the onion and the jalapeno. You just want to brown it up light brown. You want a light brown texture or color on your onion, light brown. That's all you want. You don't want it too brown, too dark. You don't want it too soft. So we put our onions first, and it's a light brown texture. You can barely see it, but there it is. It's super light. That's what we want, right? That's what we want, super light, because we're still got to put the tomatoes, and it's gonna give it that awesome tomato taste. You're making a smothered sauce. Now it's cooking. You have all your aromas, everything left over. Sauteing your vegetables and making your smothered sauce. We're gonna let it cook a little bit. Depending how soft you want your sauce, depends the time you're gonna leave it to cook. We want it warm. It doesn't matter if the pieces of tomato kind of dissolve, it's okay. We want the sauce warm and flavorful, and let it soften it up here. And once you have everything together, just finish it up by softening everything at once. All right, so our veggies are already done to our likings, at least, right? It's already done to our likings. So this is going to be the final process. Check it out. Remember, our veggies and our fish were resting while they were covered. They were steaming up, so they were maintaining hot for us. And this is how we're going to end our cooking. You can never add too much. Get a little bit of juice in there, nice aromas. Let me show you the final product. This is the final product, everybody. Something simple, something easy, something good. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any ideas, any concerns, questions, any feedback, go ahead and comment below. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, everybody, because you know you're gonna help us grow our channel and help us make it bigger and give you all the best footage for you all, right? So let's go ahead and put everything. Nothing better like a cold grape Arizona after you're done doing all of that. All right, so we're gonna do our taste test. We're gonna see how this came out. Let's see if our food is still steaming. Look at that. Look at that delicious, healthy, fresh, garlicky, tomatoey aroma. Delicious. Good, fresh. Oh man. And then with those peppers in there, just makes it perfect. You get a little bit of everything in there in one bite. Check that out. I'm so proud of myself. It's too delicious. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video for today. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment away, let us know what you think. Got a lot more cool stuff coming up.